Here comes the sun. We got to go. A lot of work to do. Yeah. Let's go. So we cut about 400 or 500 cane poles yesterday. Drug over 100 of them down to the house by hand. My buddy had eye surgery, so he can't bend over, can't lift nothing right now. So I went up and helped him change his oil, in his new ride. Then I hoed dirt up over my potatoes in the upper garden. From about 8 o'clock till about 9 o'clock, I was gutted. Yeah. Lower garden down here, we've got about 10 cucumber mounds. We got potatoes that are up, 2 tomato plants, and the lettuce and mustard bed. And it frosted last night. About knew it would. Anytime you get 40-degree or lower temps, obviously, mid-40s, down and clear, you're gonna get a frost. So it was clear last night, 36 this morning. So yeah, we got us a frost. Luckily, I took a barrel of water down here. We got some work to do. We gotta wash those plants out. Stick around and stay with me. We gotta get the temperature up on them plants, and we gotta get that frost off there. John down there hollered at him. Watch him. All he did was holler, whistle. All John did was whistle with them horses. They went running. Look here. Oh. There, look here. Wide open, buddy. We got to bring the temperature up for these plants. As you can see, cabbage has got frost. Now, you don't worry much about cabbage, but if I've got the water, I'm gonna wash them down. But I've already started. All I gotta do is wash that frost off. It's above freezing, so you don't gotta worry about it. Just kind of keep an eye on the time and the temperature. That's all you gotta keep an eye on. But I mean, you know, what else can you do? Stay with me, children. So what we got, as long as it's above freezing, I've already started washing these plants off. And as you can see, there's frost on this cabbage. And it'll hurt that cabbage. No. Frost ain't. Making sure that I don't have any beets up. I don't see any. See the ground starting to work though. And as you can tell, we have we gotta wash this down. We've got our lettuce coming up and our mustard looking good too. nice and thick. But we've got cucumbers. See them? Gotta wash them down. So let's get busy. That's the most vulnerable, is them cucumbers. I've already washed that down a little bit. Cucumbers, tomato plants, and that bed right there. I started on my potatoes. They're not really that important, but I don't, like I said, they'll survive a frost, but they won't make as good because you've lost some of the leaves, has been nipped by the frost and some of the vines. So let's get busy. It's above freezing, so hopefully this will be the last frost. Stay with me, children. Now I put dirt over top of these the other day. See it? Pushing up to that dirt. I'll get that trash pump going, and they got frost on. You can see it. As soon as that water hits it, show you. See that frost? I'll give you a prime example of what I'm doing right here. That's frost. See that frost? Frost on that plant. See it? See it right there? Sometimes you can pick them up just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit like that right there. Won't hurt a thing, but. And I know these will survive. I know they will, but I got the water. See it right there? Look at that jasper. Wash the frost off. Got onions right there coming up. Yep. And they're so thick. Mm-hmm. I got shallots burning here. I got onions coming up right there. There he is. Yeah. Now that's everything washed down. And there's the sun. See what I'm saying? I got my potatoes washed down. I got my cabbages washed down. I brought the temperature up just a little bit, see? It don't take much. You can bring the water that I have because I'm a haul mower. You don't know, you know. I mean, you just don't know. But I washed this down once already. And I washed them down. And I washed them tomato plants down again. I ain't gonna hurt nothing. It ain't gonna help it. Stay with me. Now, there's the sun. Looking right at me. Huh? I'll get that trash pump. That's what we always call them. It's 5-horse, 2-inch line. And I got 200 feet of, I believe it's 4-inch. Might be 3. But what I'll do is there's a depot over there. And I'll get that trash pump set up and set it out of the way. And pull my hose back. If I need water, I'll just fire up the pump and go and get water right out of the creek. Everything's washed down. I even washed down my beets. And that was with about 25 gallons of water. Huh? So, washed that down twice. I didn't have to wash down them cabbages, I'm telling you, but it would have nipped them, you know. Let's see my little cucumbers right here. That one plant, to me, is important. I got one right there coming out, you know, some of them. And you can see that ground starting to crack. Most of the time, unless it's super, super dry, you won't see that. There's 2 things you'll see when that happens. A lot of people say, well, that ground's settling. Maybe. Maybe. But if it's super dry, that ground will separate. Okay? Or if you've got seed planted, that seed's moving. It's working. See? Like I showed you over there on the potatoes. Everything's been washed down. And that sun's right there and the temperature's already up. See? So, we'll do a little bit more work down here. And can't think of the suggestion, the person that suggested this, but I'll go back and at the comment. Can't think of it right now to save my life. Children, I've been wide open. Haven't been live in a while because time I get home at 7, 8 o'clock, I'm ready for the bed. But I'll look back and see who suggested it, and I'll put their name right here in this video, right here, and I'll put their channel link in the description box below, because I didn't think of it. And the suggestion was, let's take Jughead Jr. here, take some old junk CDs, and tie him to his arms. Put some on my cucumbers, some on Jughead over there. I've already got one right there next to the truck, down there in the tree. You can see it. You can see it from here. But when that sun reflects off that, it coming up over here, it'll help me. Everything that you can do to, even if it seems just silly, in order to save all this work, you need to try it. There's a lot of work involved in this, I'm telling you. There's a whole lot of work involved in this. So, there's that sun. Oh, honey, just in time. Stick around and stay with me and show what we got. There's that owl up there in that turkey. The turkey's coming in right here. Listen. Coming in right down here. Corner of the field down there where them two big trees are. Anywho, enough of that junk. See that frost? Watch this. This is what I'm talking about. See how that temperature from just my thumb? I know it sounds silly, but that's a little easier to understand. That's what you're doing when you're rinsing these off. Put the water to them. Put it to them. I use probably about 25 gallons, like I said. So, I mean, not gonna hurt them. If anything, you're gonna help them. But I didn't have to do the potatoes or the cabbage, but I done it out of being OCD, I guess. They'd survive. But now, like I said, the potatoes, this is what I'm talking about. It's a little easier to understand. That's what you're doing to that plant when you water it. So, I didn't have to really have to do the potatoes. But like I said, you know, they'll survive. But you want to get that plant all the nutrients, sunlight that you can. You're losing leaves and stems, damage. It can't produce good. Can't. I didn't have to wash off the cabbage for sure, but why not? I'm here. We got the water. A bit of work. So that's the update on the garden. I thankfully don't see no corn yet. I can see the ground working. I look for corn, but I ain't see any. You feel like corn. Sure will. Hopefully that ground's warm enough to start sprouting the corn yet. Time will tell. Stay with me. This is an awesome idea. I appreciate this idea. I'm telling you, I never would have thought of it. I would have. Old CDs and DVDs that no longer play, add them to your garden. Awesome reflective light, I'm telling you. I knew about the garbage bag being a silhouette, the moving scarecrow, the crow on the pole, rubber snakes, wind chimes, pie pans, whittling bars of soap around your garden. Just walking around, looking around, just kind of whittling away. Obviously the electric fence and the 50-pound test fishing line. Yeah. Whatever you got to do to protect that crop, that's what you do. Because out here, you need all the protection you can get from wildlife. And if you can turn away one deer, you've done well. Now for the motion lights. Yeah. Solar powered motion lights. Especially on this corner end right here. This is the most vulnerable side. So, we'll throw us up a couple poles on the inside of the garden. I'm right toward John's house. Yeah, that's up next. This week, anyway. Stay with me, children. Oh, baby. Love it. I'm trying to zoom in right here and show you what the TV deal is doing, if I can. See that light circling right around? That's from Jughead's DVD. Reflecting. I like it. Love it. We'll know tomorrow whether we was able to wash all that frost off or not. It'll show tomorrow. Be nipped. I'll haul some more water down here if it don't stand by. Best to have it down here and not need it as need it not have it. You know how that goes. But nevertheless, I don't want to lose a plant. I don't want to lose a leaf if I can keep from it. Nevertheless, it's your boy String Bean Mountain Bushcrafter's Lunch, y'all. As always, go farther, stay longer. I'll catch you out here somewhere beyond your walls. I hope. We've got a busy day. Let's get at it. Thanks for watching.